But before anyone noticed, a nomadic people from far away arrived, bringing destruction to the regime. In the year 1252, Kublai Khan's army of over 100,000 troops took Dali city, and the state's ruler Duan Zhixiang surrendered. With his help, the Mongolian troops quickly swept through the whole area, and with that, the state of Dali, which had lasted for 300 years, disappeared forever. In order to gain the cooperation of the local people to help him acquire his next target, the Song regime, Kublai Khan instructed his army not to kill the innocent civilians of the city of Dali. This tablet, erected on 3rd Month Street in Dali, records how Kublai Khan's army took the city and made it part of the Yuan Empire. How large was this city at that time? In records of the historian, details are given of a conversation between the ruler of the state of Ye in the southwest and an envoy from the Han dynasty. Which one is larger, Han or my place, the ruler of Ye asks. The envoy is of course astounded. From this rather naive question, there arose a phrase to describe an ignorant man, and it is still used in China today. Conceit stemming from pure ignorance. Yet the state of Ye, which was made up of many tribes, occupied a territory as large as the Han dynasty in its early years. And although Nanzhao and Dali were much smaller than the state of Ye, they were still 3 times as large as present-day Yunnan province. According to a legend from Xizhou, after Kublai Khan's army walked this ancient road, it was taken over by the souls of the countless dead soldiers. The legend warns that if you see a butterfly here, you should hold your breath, or you won't return home. In 2007, this painting of a galloping horse by the late Chinese artist Xu Beihong, who lived from 1895 to 1953, was sold at auction for a price of 1.65 million renminbi. Along with the artist's signature, the words "For Mr. Dong Changnong" also appear on the work. In the 1930s, Dong Changnong was a wealthy merchant in Xizhou, Dali, Yunnan province. Xizhou is located close to a famous spring known as Butterfly Spring. But in the modern era, Xizhou became known for its merchants who had a great impact on the economy of China's southwest. These merchants are referred to collectively as the Xizhou merchants. Not one street in Xizhou is straight, and so when one walks along any street here, the view constantly changes. The very finest residential houses to be found in Yunnan province are in Xizhou, and all of them were owned by Xizhou merchants, who were part of a newly rising capitalist class. This is the house that was owned by wealthy merchant Dong Changnong, the man for whom Xu Beihong created the famous painting of the galloping horse. To people today, this residence, which covers 14,000 square meters, seems nothing spectacular. But 70 years ago, this house was the scene of many unusual events.
On the walls in the backyard of Dong Changnong's old house, there are a series of paintings depicting his life. Dong was not only a wealthy businessman, but also an art lover who counted among his collection a masterpiece by the great 20th century painter Xu Beihong.
The paintings depict Dong Changnong's entire life. When he was a little boy, his family was very poor, but as in the case of every family in this area, no matter how hard up the family was, the children had to go to school. In Xizhou, this was a principle firmly adhered to by everyone. As a result of this belief in the importance of education, in the Ming and Qing dynasties alone, 32 individuals from Xizhou passed the National Royal Examination to become Jinshi, 150 passed the Provincial Examination to become Juren, and numerous candidates from Xizhou were successful in the county level examination. Dong Changnong came from a family with the surname Bai, but when he was very young, his father died, and life became extremely difficult. To help his mother ease the family's dire financial situation, he stopped attending school. After leaving school, however, he didn't take up farming as others in this situation commonly did. He was very clear about what he wanted to do. If he was to lift the family out of poverty for good, there was only one way to do it: to go into business. In the ancient past, Xizhou had been the capital of the state of Nanzhao, but by this time it was overcrowded. There simply wasn't enough land to go around for farming, and so people often turned to business. As a result, Xizhou ended up being more developed than cities such as Dali and Taihe. Xizhou merchants were certainly adventurous. They could be seen in many foreign countries such as India, Myanmar, and Vietnam, to name but a few. In point of fact, Xizhou had a long history of trade. During the Warring States period over 2,000 years ago, there was already a busy road that connected the Chinese city of Chengdu with India, the famous Silk Road in China's southwest.
无论是丝绸之路或者茶马古道，这两条道呢，喜洲恰恰是在他们的交汇处。喜洲的交汇处呢，以后呢，喜洲人作为大理地区的一种核心区域的这些人，他们呢就承担起了历史的这些重任。他们南来北往，把这个产茶叶地方的那些茶叶，通过马帮的方式，就把他们运到了西藏。而且呢，这些人运来运，他们呢又把那个商号开到了四川成都，顺着这个线，又把四川的丝绸或者很多东西呢，一站一站的运到了缅甸，运到了印度，运到了阿富汗。
Xizhou merchants were well known for being indispensable middlemen in foreign trade. When he entered the world of commercial trade so long pursued by merchants in his area, Dong Changnong experienced many ups and downs, but to cut a long story short, eventually he became very successful.
他经商了有，后来遇到一个很大的挫折，这个钱搞光了，啊，这个生活遇到相当的坎坷。他家里面，他在昆明，他的所有的东西都被人家都拿走了，他没有什么了。但是呢，他一点都不灰心，他一点都不丧气。接到一个宴会，他还是非常气宇轩昂的去参加那个宴会。
At the party, he met a German engineer who told him about a tin mine in Gezhou, Yunnan province. Thousands of tons of slag were being discarded at the mine, even though it possibly contained a rare and valuable mineral called tungsten. It would take a lab test to determine if tungsten was indeed present, and in those years such a test was only available abroad, and the cost was significant. Already penniless, Dong Changnong discussed the matter with his family, and the decision was made to raise funds by mortgaging their house in Xizhou.
拿了以后呢，就跟那个工程师说：“你赶快回去化验。”他说：“哪里化验呢？”他说：“要回德国化验，在你们中国化验不是？你到德国嘛，你化验去。”那个德国呢有化验，全是钨的含量相当的高。后来董成龙呢，就利用这个呢，把那个割旧的锡矿里面的一些矿渣，变成了他这个发财致富的一个宝贝。
After making a fortune, Dong Changnong built the largest house in Xizhou, and in it, the famous galloping horse painting could be seen hanging proudly on the wall. As mentioned earlier, In 2007, the painting fetched a record price at auction, 1.65 million renminbi. Every bidder knew it was a masterpiece by Xu Beihong and that it had been owned by the legendary merchant Dong Changnong. But few were aware that compared with other successful business people in Xizhou, Dong Changnong was just a latecomer. He was certainly not the richest. There are streets similar to this one in many parts of Yunnan province, but this street in Xizhou is unique because it features an old archway on which are listed the names of all the candidates who were successful in the royal examination at national level during the Ming and Qing dynasties. Today, the famous archway stands near Butterfly Spring as a tourist attraction. Every day at noon, this street becomes an outdoor dining area for children. Food prices in Xizhou are unbelievably low. A bowl of noodles costs no more than 50 fen. But to children today, food seems less important, as they have no memories of going hungry and have never witnessed people starving to death, as did happen in the old days. Old people in Xizhou remember the granary that stood in the northeast corner of the street. It was run by a charity sponsored by Xizhou merchants, and its aim was to make sure that absolutely everyone in Xizhou had enough food. The charity's founder was indisputably the richest man in Xizhou. His name was Yan Zizhen, and he firmly believed that after getting rich, one should not forget one's fellow townspeople. Yan Zizhen launched a series of charitable initiatives aimed at promoting education and providing funds for the national government in times of crisis. What Yan and the other wealthy merchants were doing was not just providing material help, but contributing to the spiritual wealth of their region. What was Yan Zizhen like compared with other Xizhou merchants?
In ancient times, Xizhou was well known for its fascinating legends and historical stories. But in more recent times, it has become known for its merchants who had such a powerful impact on the economy of China's southwest. Among Xizhou's merchant families, the most successful was the Yans. In our next program, we'll hear more about legendary Xizhou in Yunnan, so please tune in again. And thank you for staying with us on today's New Frontiers. I'm Qi Xiaojun from CCTV International. Bye for now.